I approached it by standing on that stage and looking at these gentlemen. I mean, we have one of the most incredible casts of any show, production, film, and I might have been on... Oh!
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Wow, hi.
Please tell us what it was like giving that amazing speech at the end of the last episode.
Not as fun as it is looking at how your shirt matches your eyes right now.
Que bonita.
Hey, everybody.
Josh McDermitt!
Holy shit, there's a lot of people. Oh, it's that. Okay, well, I didn't mean to derail this.
But you did.
But I did.
I was just saying that you guys...
Are you British?
Yes, today. I have a lot of British family, and I've been here since January, and I sound like I'm from North London when I'm in London, so...
What's really funny is Avi and I had dinner the other night, and he did not sound like this. So I think he's putting it on for you.
Yeah. Go Spurs.
Oh. I think for every occasion.
Oh. I don't know. Anyway, we're the speech, it's, I don't even remember now. I really don't know what I was going to say.
We know everybody here. We know all the fans absolutely love the speech. It was a moment for them all to kind of take it all in. Everything that has happened. We've been left in the past with credits rolling after the death of major characters, and I think you summing up the bravery of the characters that we lost were the big moments when we all appreciate it.
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, I think it's testament to really good writing in the season, and really good writing makes your job that much easier, and having this cast standing out in the crowd and looking at them and just speaking the honest truth to them about people that were not there is the job that I had to do. And so I'm just really grateful to be given that moment and to be able to trust in all of these guys here and many more that I could do it. That's
excellent, excellent. We know from Angela Kang that she told all of you that this moment was coming at the beginning of the season. Ross, any trepidation coming into this season about what would happen to your character coming up?
Well, yeah, I was told that I was going to lose my arm. That kind of sucks. But no, I really like that all of us have like a real physical transformation this year. I lose an arm, Josh grows a ponytail.
I grew a mullet.
He grows a mullet. Seth, you know, he's got that cloudy, milky eye. And I think it's neat, yeah.
Your eye looks so yummy. It looks like a little treat, like they put a little treat in your eyeball.
A Cadbury egg.
Yeah. Stay away from my face.
One thing, obviously, for our audience here, this is all about you guys. I want you guys to ask questions, so we have one of our lovely helpers out here in the audience with a microphone, so we'll line up behind her and we'll start throwing out some questions to our audience. So, one other big thing for you guys while we were lining up, if that's alright, there's been a big moment for 3 of the characters that we have on stage here this season. We have a baby on the way.
It wasn't me.
It wasn't me. Well,
wasn't me.
Somebody else there.
It'll come out looking the same, by the way, so I have no idea. There's no Maury in the apocalypse. What's the question?
Huge moments for you guys. We're starting to work together a lot closer this season. Is it more fun having these kind of moments?
It is actually. I think Avi and I have a good deal of fun. He likes, you know, taking the piss. Well, like, you know, where does Rosita end up at the end of the day? She ends up with Father Gabriel. So it doesn't really matter what happened before. Only what matters is what's happening now.
That's right.
And here and now.
So who's going to raise the baby?
Josh?
Eugene. I hope Eugene raises this baby because I think he'd be a great father. He'd be a great parent, much better parent than Carol. I mean, she can't even keep her kids.
Oh no.
Too soon?
It's funny because they're all siblings in real life. It's like the Lynn's family, she has it out for them.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, I was just about to ask Josh McDermitt that this season I've heard more compliments about the look of Eugene and how much better he's looking this season. There's a lot of happy fans out there. Are you happy getting these kind of compliments now? But say stuff like that.
I did a play in New York, and I was shirtless the entire time.
And he was terrific in the play. What was the piece? By who?
Amy and the Orphans by Lindsay Ferrantino.
He was terrific. I went to see him in New York.
Thank you, brother.
Yes.
But I was, and it wasn't a comedy. I mean, there were humorous moments, but I was shirtless the whole time. So my body is kind of a joke, but you know, I don't know, it's very hard to be shirtless on stage all the time. So I was doing push-ups in the dressing room the whole time.
200 push-ups a day, right?
I got up to 300 a day.
300 push-ups a day.
But then I would still eat like a large cheese pizza after the show, just to kind of counterbalance it. But then I got to set and I was like, man, I was fat, but I was jacked. And so then like people were like calling me Swole Gene. That was kind of funny. But yeah, I've lost it all. I've just gone back to eating carbs.
A sad cheer.
All the carb lovers out there.
We can throw out the first member of the audience. The question.
Hi, good morning. Just want to say thank you very much for giving us the greatest show on earth, and that's what the Walking Dead family is all about: love, respect, and integrity. So I just want to thank you all. And that goes out to everybody who does the cast, the caterers, you know, security, everybody who's part of that show. I'm 4'9". I met you guys yesterday here and there on Instagram. And my question is, where are all the pets? Now, we've seen a couple of dogs. I was looking at possibly a herd of 200 to 300 dogs come through the Walking Dead scene. I did ask Rosemary Rodriguez on an Instagram Live last year when we did an Angelica tribute, and she can give me a definitive answer, so I'd like that question to go to the panel, please.
Are they made out of carbs? Because then Josh ate them.
Is that a fat joke?
No, it's just survival.
You guys did eat dogs.
Is that a fat joke? On the little screen down here.
You ate dogs in season 4, right?
Did eat dog, yeah.
Which was chicken. Mine was chicken.
Chicken or beef or
They
something.
had like some sort of veggie option for the vegetarians on set, which was fun.
Still gamey though, whatever it was, just a little gamey.
Gamey chicken. I think the reason we don't really do more pets and dogs is like when you film with an animal, it's very difficult to control an animal, even a trained animal. And so, you know, we just try to limit our exposure to that. I mean, the horses are great, but even, I mean, whenever we have a horse day, as we call it, you know, everybody knows how to ride the horse, and it's just, it takes a lot longer, and we just don't have a lot of time. That's why, I mean, I noticed it because of this, but when you see like Daryl with his dog, the dog is always like running away because it's easy for the dog to just run to the trainer. And so then they just do that, and then they don't have to deal. It's the same reason with children, you know, like little kids. That's why they're always handing the baby off. It's like, okay, we have the baby, but now it's going to cost us too much money to film with the baby all day, so here you go. And that's what we do. Was that the question, or did I just ramble about something? I met you earlier, man. Hey, it's good to see you.
Yeah, thank you, it's an honour. No, you didn't answer the question. It was,
Well, that's all you get.
okay. I'll put my head on the pipe.
I'm kidding, man.
Goldfish in there, maybe. Maybe goldfish in there next time. All right, any other questions from the audience? Yeah, let's go.
Hi. So there's been talks of Walking Dead spin-offs. If you could bring any character back from the dead to have their own series, who would it be?
Daryl. Oh.
Come on, dude! What the fuck?
Dude, we're just a couple days away.
Get off.
I'm so sorry. That's in the next episode. I'm so sorry.
Unbelievable, dude!
Please don't put this on the
A couple of days away!
I know, don't put this on the internet, please. I'm sorry.
Comicbook.com is all over this. I would pick Shane, because
Punisher, actually. It's on Netflix.
It got canceled. We can't bring him back. John Bernthal's amazing, and I was sad that I didn't get a chance to work with him because, and especially hearing the stories of the time that he was there. I mean, it just sounds like it would have been a lot of fun to mix it up with him. And plus, his character within the story, is a bit of a troublemaker. Mixes it up. I like the people that the characters that you tend to get mad at because they're going against the grain. You know, the Shanes, the Dale. Xander Berkeley's character, Gregory, those people that you're like, I just want you to die, and then they die, and you're like, oh man, you miss them all of a sudden,
Like Daryl.
Oh. Unbelievable, dude. What's up, man?
Joe.
I think we need to go back to another question from the audience.
Hi, what's your question?
Hi, my name's Yasmin. This is for Josh.
Hi.
Do you think Eugene still feels guilty for betraying Alexandra and becoming one of Negan's pets?
Wow.
No, because I think he's rationalized it by, the fact that he saved the day. In the end, he and Father Gabriel kind of concocted a plan without putting their heads together and doing it, but just basically Eugene's whole thing is to stay alive. So he doesn't care if he's working for Negan or for Rick or whatever. Everyone's like, well, how come you're not Team Rick? And it's like, well, he's Team Eugene. All he cares about is Eugene. And I think that what we've seen now, especially after the 6-year time jump, we've seen a man who has embraced the community that he's with and will actually be a little more selfless and put his neck out for people, as opposed to just being that selfish human being who's only in it for himself and if other people get saved too, great, So I don't think he feels guilty about that anymore. I think there was a moment where he was like, are we still cool? But I mean, we're so far past that now. He's all good.
Good. Thank you.
Thank you. Is that thing
Keep
alive?
going.
Yeah, he's breathing. He's breathing.
He's breathing. He's looking at
A dead walker on him.
He's very much alive.
Hi.
Next question.
Hi, my name's Joe and I'm from Hampshire, and I'm just wondering to the whole panel if there was one thing that you missed from the real world in an apocalyptic situation. What would that one thing be? Apart from cars.
My razor. Yeah, I would love to shave. Yeah, no?
I love being hirsute. I love Harry. I love you, Harry. You look good, Harry. Yeah. And the mullet's nice. I'm liking it.
I would say sweets. I've got a sweet tooth. Like chocolates and ice cream, that kind of thing.
Me too.
Yeah.
Cadbury eggs for sure. Bye. It's good to see you. Poor guy. I don't know what else would Josh be thinking. I think I would mention just TV in general. I like just zoning out and watching TV. Yeah.
I've been missing cosplayers, right?
I miss the Walker Stalker conventions. I like you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Excellent. How are we doing for questions? Got loads more, don't we?
Hi.
Hi.
Questions for Ross, really. Why did you let Eric wander off as a walker? Why didn't you put him out of his misery?
Well, I think he was trying to go after him, but Scott stopped him and said, we got to get the hell out of here because the saviors are coming back to life, and there's probably a whole host of other baddies coming our way. I think he wanted to take him out and put him out of his misery, but who knows? Maybe like in a future episode, they'll finally find him wandering around and stab him in the head. But yeah, that's a great. I think he was just bereft. He was like super sad about that, But yeah, miss him. Good guy. Yeah. Everybody else?
Great alpha cosplay over here, by the way. Hi. Tabby. Debbie. Whatever, I don't read the script.
Hi, my question is, when is Eugene actually going to find true love?
He has, hasn't he? He truly loves Rosita, doesn't he?
Oh man, why'd you have to bring that up? He's trying, man. You know, I think he's ready to settle down. I think if this were pre-apocalypse, he was always girl crazy, but he might not have ever thought, oh, I have an opportunity to settle down with someone and build a life with them. But what's kind of crazy is all of a sudden he's found himself in this position where it's like, oh, I'm a different person than I was, and here's someone that I love, and I would love to spend my time with them, but they don't love me back in that way. And so it's really hard for him, you know? And I think that if he is going to find someone else other than Rosita, it would take a lot. This is just my opinion. I don't really know. This isn't canon. I think it would just take a lot for him to move off of Rosita, you know? Especially, we see in the comic books, we see that, Rosita dies with her head on a pike, and that hits Eugene so hard because he was with her. If she had died at this point in the television series, he wasn't necessarily with her. It would have hit him in a different way. But now that she's still there, I don't know. It's going to be hard for him to move off. I mean, I kind of feel like, obviously she's with you. You're the father, but Eugene just feels like he's the boyfriend. Like he feels like he has a place within this dynamic that is not awkward to him, even though it's probably very awkward for the three of them, you know? Thanks. Yeah, man.
Hi guys, I'm Alex from Essex. My question was going to be, when are we going to see a shower scene between Eugene and Rosita? But I'll change it to, who do you think has had the best death scene and why?
Daryl, obviously. Yeah.
Oh,
no, dude.
Jet lag, I really liked Noah's death. Noah had the most gruesome and I think just special effects wise most impressive death.
Noah was the black guy who got his face chewed off in the revolving doors.
Oh, Tyler.
Yeah.
Tyler James Williams.
Yeah. Or Noah. Yeah.
Or Noah.
But yeah,
sorry, man, there's been 8,000 characters. I can't keep everybody straight.
You don't watch the show, you don't read the scripts.
Noah
to what I'm saying.
Yeah. Noah for me would be the most impressive. But also, even though it sucked to watch, Glenn and Abraham's death were very impressive technically with special effects and everything, but also just like viscerally, I think, I'm speaking for most of us, and Josh and I were there every day for, I don't even know how many days we shot that, but just being in that moment, that was some of the best work I think we've ever done in the show, because I feel like each time we had to actually conceptualize the process of like, we might actually die ourselves, and if it's not us, then one of our friends is going to die, and what's that going to do to us emotionally? And it was just doing that take after take, and to lose two of these both beloved characters, that was it was a really difficult thing to deal with, and those hit pretty hard. Speaking of, he's alive.
For those of you who don't know,
We'll be with you guys in a minute.
For those of you who don't know, that's Michael Cudlitz with his real hair, not the orange crush that they poured in his hair from before.
I don't know this guy.
Dude.
Oh, look at it. Look at that.
Did you literally just land in the airport and come straight here?
Yes. I don't know. Hey guys, we're gonna have an awesome weekend. See you in a little bit. Oh, surprises.
So glad he's off the show now. No, because he looks way better with his normal hair color.
Fantastic. You have another question for the audience?
Hi. My question is for Avi. I was wondering, I was wondering how being the only person that Alfred left alive is going to affect the city going forward, especially because of all the guilt you felt from Paul. Are we going to see a hardcore city?
Yeah, I mean, in the show it's been 2 years, but in his life it's been 8 years between those two massive guilt events. I mean, I think he's going to have to deal with a massive amount of survivor's guilt going forward, and I don't know what that's going to look like. In many respects, I feel like he gave a beautiful, touching speech, and then he gets off that stage and he really has to question how much of it he can now believe himself because of how difficult it's going to be going forward with that guilt. Yeah, I'm going to be really depressed for like 8 months probably.
Thank you.
Thanks.
It's a good answer. It's a good answer.
Thanks.
Hi.
Hi, my name's Alana, I'm from Wales.
Nice to meet you, Alana from Wales.
And you guys. I think you're all fantastic actors. You're amazing, honestly. One of my favourite actors that I truly miss in reality and from the show is Herschel. That guy is a legend. I think he's absolutely amazing. And I just wanted to ask you all how much you would have liked to have acted with him in the show and what he could have taught you all within the show and how to act.
I mean, I was a huge fan of the show before I started working on it, and when I got the confirmation that I was going to fly down to Georgia in the U.S. and work, the two people I wanted to work with most were Scott Wilson and David Morrissey. And they were both killed in like the episode or two before I showed up, but like I didn't know that because they were filming it, and I was really sad. But fortunately, because of events like this, you know, we not only get to know the fans, and when we come here, it's like being with a family. You know, you guys mean a lot to us, and you have a special place in our heart. But we also get to, you know, forge better friendships with the friends that we have, and to get to meet and get to know people like Scott and David. And you know, just the more I got to know, you know, Scott and David too, just the more I know I could have learned from them, and I'm disappointed that it didn't work out. But I'm so thankful that I got to know Scott at least, and his wife Heavenly is just a beautiful, beautiful person, and you know, we certainly miss him.
Thank you very much.
Hi, my question is, what's it like when someone leaves the show?
I remember when Daryl died.
I don't know how many times you're going to spoil that.
Just gonna keep milking that joke. It's weird because, well, it's actually kind of cool because we do what are called death dinners, where we basically say nice things about a person while they're still living. And I think it's a really cool thing. I think it would be really cool if people started doing this in real life outside of the show, because it's a wonderful opportunity to give a eulogy for someone and say all the nice things you like about them while they're still in front of you, while they're still working with you and still kicking. And yeah, I mean, it's a bittersweet event, obviously. We hate losing I mean, we've lost so many people this year, most notably, of course, Daryl. And you know, it sucks. It's a very tough process because we say what we love about the person, what we learned from them, and then we say goodbye. And it's always very tough. But yeah. Thanks.
Thank you for that.
Hi, my question is, if your character had to die, like in any way, how would it be? And also a question for Josh is, if Eugene hadn't switched sides in season 7 or 8 from Negan back to Rick, what do you think would have happened to him?
Just to answer that question real quick, and then I'll let them answer the other question. But I think Eugene would have taken over the sanctuary. He would have picked up that bat and just went to town on a few people.
Absolutely not.
No, I don't know. I think I don't know if I think he would have been comfortable living his life at the sanctuary, but I think it would have been eating on him a little bit of just kind of you know, how immoral you know, being a part of the Saviors was, right? So there's you know, that was already eating away at him, and a lot of that was because of Father Gabriel, because of what he was doing, the conversations he had with Sasha and with, you know, even Tara before he ever went to the sanctuary. Just like, you know, you need to step up, you can do the right thing, you can be a good person. And I think that would have just kept creeping up at him. That he probably would have tried to massage Negan's motives and things into being a better person. But ultimately, he would have just lived a comfortable life because he's just trying to stay alive himself. What?
I forgot the question.
I'm long-winded.
How would you like to die?
How would you like to die?
Like Daryl.
With his dog. Oh, when I say it's bad. What about this guy?
I want Aaron to die in the most ridiculous fashion. I think a lot of people are like, oh, I want to go down swinging and like saving people. I want to like slip on a banana peel and crack my head open. Like that would be the most. I just want something ridiculous. That'd be great.
A peaceful, quiet death in his sleep would be good for Father Gabriel at the age of, say, 94.
I'd like my son to come into Father Gabriel's room. When he, well, I don't know. I mean, who knows? My son, or that's, son or daughter, or, whatever they want to be. What? That's just, that's Arab Muslim doctor speaking. Must have a son. And say goodbye to Father Gabriel and then come. Say goodbye to me because I'll be dying at the same time of a broken heart. I don't know what I'm saying anymore.
We know.
Josh, you want to answer that question as well?
No, I took so long on the last one that Seth jumped me for it. I don't want to get jumped again.
Okay, thank you very much. Good question.
Thank you for your question.
Hello, I'm Shauna from Wales.
I love this.
Thank you. I grew it myself. My question is there any storyline in the show that you wish your character had?
Is this for any of us?
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess that's a no.
Oh, yeah. I'm happy with Father Gabriel's storyline. He went from being, someone who was incapable of fending for himself to betting half of Alexandria inside of the China, baby. What's going on? I'm pretty happy with Father Gabriel.
I'm happy with what they've done with Eugene, and we've seen a complete 180 from who he was many times, right? And he keeps growing and growing, and the fact that there's so much more story to tell. I don't want to be regretful of anything because who knows what's going to happen. I think if my time had come to an end on the show, then I might regret, oh, I wish we could have done that, I wish we could have seen this, but so far I'm still alive even though Daryl isn't, and every time we make that joke there's less and less laughs. That's my favorite part. Yeah, I'm totally happy with Eugene's story.
I auditioned for the role of Gareth 5 years ago, and even though he was short-lived, he was 4 episodes, I really liked that storyline, and I thought that all of the Terminus folks were really interesting, just like that you would turn to cannibalism to survive. I thought it was really cool. I don't know, I would have liked to explore that more. Yeah.
I'm just waiting for my chat with Angela when she says, everyone else is dead and it's now Sadiq's show. So that's the end of the show, though.
Perfect, good stuff. We're going to start wrapping up pretty soon, but
Thank you.
make sure we have enough people for questions. My apologies, I talked over Josh again. Sorry, Josh.
Hi, my name's George. Hi.
Hello, George.
My question is, so obviously the next episode we've seen that Winter is here. So my question is, out of the Walking Dead characters, who do you think would sit on the Iron Throne?
Winter is coming. I think Negan's an obvious choice, but I'll be honest, I'm pretty scared of Alpha and Beta. They're pretty badass, and I think they've had a real good shot. I don't know if any of us would wind up on the Iron Throne. He might, only because he's very conniving and he can, kind of like Littlefinger, he can find his way. Yeah.
I operate a brothel. Thanks, brother. Hey, man.
Hey guys, oh wow, sorry. My name's Scott and I have a question for Josh. There's nothing to do with The Walking Dead, I'm afraid. So as Dylan McDermitt is here today,
yeah,
I was wondering if you considered maybe later on wrestling him to determine the correct spelling of the name McDermitt.
Well, yeah, we are going to have a no holds barred, death match later. I just spoke to him about it. On my way over here, that's why I was late. We had some words. What's interesting is people confuse me with him, which is no joke. I've had people talk about like, oh, what was it like doing this episode of American Horror Story? But I'm like, that's Dylan McDermitt. Like, I don't understand. Like, we look completely different. Not just our names being spelled different, it's just funny that they confuse us. Although I was in Steel Magnolias and I was wonderful in it. But, you guys didn't see that movie? Okay.
You beat him in the phone book though, don't you?
He would kick my ass, let's be honest. He has old man strength.
Can you just shirtless though, if you're going to wrestle, do it shirtless? Just for the fans, not for me.
We'll oil him up first, it'll be great.
For the fans.
Fans, of course. Fans. She brings the sex. Nice.
One final question. If that's okay.
Hi. Oh, that's awesome.
Hello.
So my question's to Josh.
Hi.
So Eugene obviously got quite a lot of shit for becoming a saviour, whatever, Iron League and all that. How did you feel as an actor knowing what Eugene had in his back pocket?
Oh, you mean that he was going to make the guns go boom? I mean, I didn't know that until right before that happened. Because Eugene also didn't know that. He wasn't carrying that little tidbit around with him that, oh, one day I'll save the day. I mean, that was the prodding from Father Gabriel and Sasha and others.
Mostly Father Gabriel.
Mostly Father Gabriel, let's be honest. But I think that for an actor, I mean, I was very happy with that evolution in the arc of that character and how it came about naturally. And it wasn't, he wasn't sitting on that the whole time. I didn't want to know that as an actor because I'm just not that good of an actor to play it, So I just think that it was great how it worked out. I liked it.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much, and thanks everybody. Thanks Josh McDermitt.
Thank you.
Thanks Seth Gilliam.
Thank you.
Thanks Ross Marquand.
Thank you very much.
Thanks Avi Nash.
Thank you. You guys are lovely. Thank you so much